In 1979, Minnie Riperton stepped onto the stage for what would be one of her final public appearances. It wasn't just another performance. It was a farewell delivered through music. Her voice, once limitless and soaring, now carried the weight of a terminal illness. Diagnosed with advanced breast cancer in 1976, she had already undergone a mastectomy, endured radiation, and faced the growing toll of her condition. Yet she stood before a live audience, determined to do what she always had: sing. The performance took place on The Mike Douglas Show, a nationally syndicated talk show known for spotlighting musicians, entertainers, and cultural icons. Riperton chose to perform her song, Memory Lane. It was not her biggest hit. Not like Lovin' You, the chart-topping ballad that made her a household name. But Memory Lane was personal, introspective, and haunting. It was a song about reflection, loss, and confronting the passage of time. At that moment, it wasn't just lyrics. It was reality. As the music began, the audience sat in silence. Riperton, visibly thinner, took the microphone with the composure of a seasoned professional. Her voice had changed. It was still beautiful, but it no longer had the pristine high notes of earlier years. Instead, it had something different: clarity, depth, and urgency. Each lyric in Memory Lane was delivered with a precision that revealed her full awareness of what the performance meant. Lines like, "I stumbled on this photograph / it kinda made me laugh / it took me way back / back down memory lane" weren't abstract nostalgia. They were a lived experience. As she sang, her delivery felt like an intimate confession. She was giving the audience a window into her private world, one shaped by both professional success and the pain of a terminal diagnosis. It wasn't rehearsed emotion. It was the last act of an artist who had nothing left to prove and everything left to express. At the end of the performance, the studio remained quiet for a beat too long before breaking into applause. Viewers watching at home didn't just see a talented singer delivering a song. They saw a woman confronting the end of her life through her craft. In that moment, Riperton turned a television appearance into a historic farewell, one that would stay with her fans long after the broadcast ended. Within a few months, Minnie Riperton would be gone. She died on July 12, 1979, at the age of 31. Her death came as no surprise. She had openly discussed her illness and had even served as the national spokesperson for the American Cancer Society. But the loss still reverberated. Her unique 5-octave voice had disappeared from the music scene just as it was gaining deeper recognition. And her courage in the face of illness marked her final years as both artistically rich and personally profound. Memory Lane was never intended to be a goodbye. It was written as a mid-tempo soul track reflecting on childhood, time, and past relationships. But in the hands of Riperton during that final performance, it became something else entirely. It became the closing note of a career interrupted. It became a declaration that music endures even when time doesn't. Her final performance didn't rely on vocal gymnastics. It didn't aim for radio airplay or commercial charts. It was raw, restrained, and exact. She stood not as a fading star, but as a complete artist, choosing to exit the stage on her own terms, delivering a message with clarity and purpose. Minnie Riperton's last performance is remembered not for spectacle, but for what it revealed: the voice of an artist unfiltered by ego, strengthened by adversity, and silenced far too early. It remains one of the most powerful farewells in music history, captured in a single performance that turned a simple song into a final statement.